Dear listener, you are now tuned into In My Concert Era. Time to get ravey with my fave Aussie band as they sell out Brixton Academy. A Sydney-born band celebrating 10 years of their debut album, Hills End, featuring the FIFA 17 hit, Play It Out. This is DMAS. Where should I start? The train journey, which was going swimmingly well until we got stuck in Wandsworth, with the fire brigade turning up. Not exactly a great start to the night. I was already annoyed about missing the first support act and definitely didn't want to miss the second, or worse, part of DMA's set. That's why choosing the right train is so important. If we'd caught the earlier one, we'd already be in Brixton, but we didn't, so here we are, stuck in Wandsworth. In case you're wondering, we took an Uber from here. All is well, I think. We made it to the venue before DMA's set, which is what matters most. What I don't understand is why a support act would start 15 minutes after doors open. The crowd is practically empty. Or too busy getting mashed. We only left the house at 6:45. We're hardly going to make it in time to see Matt Felix. I hadn't even heard of him before. I barely know who he is now, so don't ask me for my opinion on his music because I haven't a clue. He was the first support act, by the way. I'm not just talking about some random dude. This was the guest list, their other support act, the one we managed to at least catch the end of after that horrendous journey. Everyone was talking over them. May as well be in a pub with the jukebox playing at this point. I mean, they were probably better off doing that. I know we're all here to see DMAs, but if you can't show any respect to the openers, don't arrive early. You're just wasting your money at the bar at this point. I doubt I would listen to this band. I think they're too mellow for me, but then again, I barely saw their set, and there was too much chatter. Quit being so harsh, Matilda, and actually check them out before deciding if you don't like them. All right. Maybe I am too harsh sometimes. And maybe they're a lot better than they sounded. I shouldn't really judge 10-15 minutes worth of songs. DMAs. You were sick. Honestly, this gig was better than the last. Okay, calm down. I was amazed at how great their set was. And the crowd had boundless energy. Gosh, I was nearly falling asleep on the train home. What a fun night though. I love seeing DMAs live. They're one of the best indie bands out there, I think. Also, can you believe we're celebrating 10 years of Hills End? The debut album that changed everything for them. Feels like only yesterday I became a fan. However, it was in fact 8 years ago. Crazy, right? That means I was 15 when I started listening to them. How weird. They're so cool though. If you're into indie music and have never listened to DMAs, you should. I promise you won't regret it. After that terrible journey, I was pretty much in my element once Timeless followed by Lay Down played. That's two of their songs, by the way. All that stress suddenly disappeared and I'm in my own magical bubble dancing away. Lay Down is a massive fan favourite. You can never go wrong with that song. Tell me you don't feel like moshing right now. I wish I was. Part of me wishes I were in the mixer a bit more, but it's too late now. They have a pretty good balance of upbeat and mellow tunes with songs like Delete and this one, Blown Away, merging blissfully between those rowdy bangers. I love this song. I'm all for moshing, don't get me wrong. However, sometimes you cannot beat a slow song, and this one is perfect. It's my favourite. You can't forget Play It Out, the one for all the lads who grew up playing FIFA. I wonder if that's where my brother discovered them from. Probably FIFA makes up for about 50% of his music taste. And now mine too. Saving the best till last, quite literally, because it was the final encore song. Here's Feels Like 37. What a brilliant tune. If you thought Lay Down was crazy, you should have seen the crowd during this song. It was insane. The amount of times I've heard people say Brixton Academy 2021 was their best gig, and no wonder they thought that. 5 years later, they've smashed it again at the same venue. Well, now I think it's time for me to go to bed. Until I get my energy back. And my voice too. But that's a different story. You'll find out in the next episode. Well, basically, I had a cough, and then I saw the academic, and then I had my mum's birthday, and then I went to Aber Voyage, all in the space of 3 days. But, like I said, you'll find out in the next story. Also, if you're not tired after a gig, are you really doing it right? The best gigs are the ones bursting with energy. And now all that energy is blown away until the next one. So, see you at the academic.